Hey, it's Ray with Free America. Just making a short little video. So I'm coming out of the grocery store the other day. I spent like $93 on crap. On crap. Now I normally spend a lot of money anyways because I feed my kids plus like half the neighborhood because I'm like the neighborhood mom. But, I don't know if people see this facade going on or whatever, but our gas prices, yes, have gone down. It's awesome to be able to put gas in my Suburban for under $2 a gallon. But when my dog food and my cat food have more than doubled, a gallon of milk is almost $6 a gallon. 18 pack of eggs is close to $5. Our basic necessities have skyrocketed. Skyrocketed. And I don't see people picketing or protesting or whatever about our necessities. So we basically traded gas for that. Now, our question is actually, and we basically think we already know the answer to this. So, in fact, most protesters do that, are awake and kind of know, what's going on around here. You notice that, the government's still keeping us on a short leash because we will still need them because everything is still in crisis mode. There's no reason in the world that our necessities cannot be met for each family. We should be able to feed every family properly in this country. For God's sakes, just buying the damn Christmas tree is, I have your basic Christmas tree here. And oh my God, oh my God, it's like costing a bloody fortune just to get a damn tree. So, stuff to put under it. I'm doing like the bare minimum this year. It's like, forget it. I spent thousands of dollars last year, not doing it this year. In fact, I pray that most of you will help others in need. Every year we help with something called Project Santa Claus where we live. I make my kids and whatever friends I can of theirs that I can make go down there and help wrap Christmas presents, give out food, this and that. We do Meals on Wheels. And a lot of people that's never done this year or anytime, maybe you could start and see how wonderful it is and how your kids will look up to you and go, wow, Mom and Dad, you really did something spectacular this year, so on and so forth. Anyways, I'm kind of going off the subject, sorry. It's still kind of the same subject, because people can barely, meet what they need to in their normal life, and then they're having to go out and do extra special things for the holiday because people are forgetting what the holidays are about. It's about, your loved ones, being close with them and being thankful that you have who you have in your life, your family and your friends that are so dear to us. So, but, you guys need to get your asses in gear because this is ridiculous that we should have to put up with our necessities being raped the way it is. I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of this shit. I am pissed. And it's more annoying that people are just standing idle and not doing anything about it. I don't understand. I truly am just perplexed by the whole goddamn thing. It's like, hello? Just because the election is over and this and that doesn't mean there's not still a good fight to fight. It's called living our lives. The American dream, I found out very, very many years ago that it doesn't exist unless we make our own paths, unless we do it ourselves. No one's going to hand it to us. But it's getting more and more difficult nowadays to just live life, let alone to try to set up this, this wonderful life of getting the home and the cars and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So unless you stand up and fight for it and educate your neighbors and your friends. Hell, I was talking to a girlfriend of mine I haven't talked to in like 3 years, and she voted for the lesser of the two evils because she didn't know. She flat out told me, Ray, I don't know any better. I don't know. I said, you're online all the time. Start doing your research. So I gave her some awesome links to go to. In fact, I kept her on the phone for about 2 hours today, telling her about all kinds of stuff. She didn't even know the Federal Reserve wasn't a government entity. She was in shock. So I loaded her up. In fact, her brain's probably on overload right now, like it was with all of us when we first woke up. So Anyways, also, question. Ray, Doc, how long do we stock up for? What do I get? Well, you take everything that your family uses, and I'm talking about your necessities, not your nail polishes. I mean, I get my nails done all the time. Obviously, I won't be getting my nails done. If I want my nails done, I'm going to have to do them myself. But, you take your food, your rice, your green beans, your corn, your this, your that, all your canned food, and you just start buying it. So what I've done is I've literally cut my heating or my food expenses in half. I still, I'm spending the same amount, but what I actually stock in the kitchen for my kids and I'm taking half of it and sticking it away. Old milk containers, washing them out really good, filling it up with water, and sticking it out in the garage. Um, what I would do too, if I were you, I'd get on eBay. You can get any kind of medical supply you can on there. Whether it's a defibrillator, which I don't suggest. If you don't have any medical training, don't just, use that for no reason. You don't want to kill yourself or somebody else by playing with it. You can get sutures from, every kind of medical supply you need. I would also make sure you have amoxicillin, Zythromax, in case you get strep throat, to whatever, a wound, whatever. Make sure you have plenty of hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, and I don't mean the alcohol to drink, although that might come in handy too. You just need to make sure. Now, people are saying, for how long for? Well, I don't think you could put a time limit on it. I really don't. Doc, I know, tells a lot of people stock up for a year or more if you can. People are like, oh my gosh, I can't afford that. No, 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 no. Well, what's going to be worse is if food is so expensive and martial law hits and you don't have any at all for your children. So remember, our children are our future. We need to keep them strong and healthy and educated. And happiness is in there too. You need to keep those kids happy. So, and happy by meaning happiness at home, not buying them a bunch of crap they don't need. So, please, please, even guns and ammo. You could be out there hunting. Those of you that are around an area that you could hunt for wildlife or fish and game, and have your tackle and your fishing poles and your guns and your ammo and whatever it is that you use. Have plenty of it, because it's not going to be accessible once when martial law hits. None of this will. People say it's hard to buy a gun nowadays anyways. Well, it's going to be a hell of a lot harder when martial law hits, because they're not going to want guns in our hands. As it is, everyone who's awake knows, what they're trying to do. So, please, get educated, get stocked up, do something nice for your community. It is the holidays. That'll teach our younger ones that this is something we can do, implement in their kids, that we can continue to do it all year long, not just around Christmas. And please, please, let's band together and do something about these food prices, because this is ridiculous. Charity begins at home, but when you can't even feed your own children, something's really definitely wrong here. Definitely wrong. This goes way beyond just politics and this and that. This is our right to live, and we all have the right to live. All right? Peace, live free or die trying, and happy holidays, everybody. Mwah.